Shooting and acting. What happens on the set? One of the main issues when acting for a camera is how casual it can seem. You sit around in a trailer, if you are lucky, in a green room, or on a catering bus, waiting for hours while the crew is away doing some other scene not involving you. When the crew is finally ready for your scene, you wander onto a set. There is none of the stage acting build-up of rehearsal, dress rehearsal, preview, and first night with presents and cards. No, you arrive at your mark and start acting. It is even worse when it is over, and you get a perfunctory thank you before the production team rushes on to the next scene, and you wander off to get changed and get a cab home. There are no curtain calls, and no people coming to your dressing room telling you how marvelous you were. Everything is planned and done with an eye to saving time, and so saving money, and scenes will be shot in the incorrect order if it means they can save time, even though it is harder for the actors, because they are not acting the scenes in the emotional order they occur in the script. Marks are set for the actors to come to and hit. If you give the most wonderful performance, but miss your mark, then you could be out of focus, so the whole thing counts for nothing. If you give a rather dull performance, but hit all your marks, your performance at least will be usable. Moral. It is often more important to hit your marks than give a good performance, although they would prefer you to do both, naturally. There will be a dress rehearsal of the shot, where the camera and actors work happily together, the sound operator gets the sound, and everything is as it will be during the take. When the take happens, if you do anything differently, if you get an inspiration to do a line a little louder than you had in rehearsal, or if you decide to lean your head forward to emphasize a particular line, you will ruin the take. It is ruined because the sound operator had adjusted her equipment for the levels you were using during a rehearsal, and you might have overloaded it with your sudden outbursts. The camera might have shot you out of focus, for the sudden unexpected movement of your head would have caught the operator unaware, as she must adjust the focus every time the distance between the actor and the camera changes. If you want to do something differently, then ask the director. Tell the first assistant or AD, and let the sound operator and the camera operator know, so that they can adjust for any changes and make sure that your inspirational performance can get to the camera without being affected by technical mistakes. Often the person you are talking to in a film is not in the same room with you, as a star will often go back to her trailer when the reverses are being done, and you might have to act with a stand-in or assistant reading the lines. Interestingly, your acting often improves when you have a stand-in rather than the real thing there. So do not get upset if it happens, but relish the thought that you are now able to act freely, without worrying that you will be upstaging your fellow actor or wasting her time. In a multi-camera studio production, you might have had some rehearsal in a marked-up rehearsal room, or just be called onto the set to rehearse, or record, or both. You will have a better idea of the complete script, as it will be done scene by scene, but the order can still be illogical as far as emotional builds are concerned. You will have to adjust to the many cameras as they swoop and move about your performance. If you really don't understand what is going on, stick to being relentlessly obedient. Often in the rush to complete a shot the actors are given only the barest of instructions, with no accompanying comforting explanation. You need to trust instructions, unless they might lead to personal injury, and just do exactly as you are told.